Welcome back. You're still watching Weekend Live on SABC2. Now, art is going through boom times with recent auctions breaking records, with Irma Stern's works, for instance, selling for record prices at home and abroad. While we're excited about that, we may not be paying much attention to things such as insurance and how the value of a work affect the buyer's pocket in the long run. Someone who's made this business is Artinsure Director. So welcome to Weekend Live.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Now, before we go into art and insurance, are you surprised at the record prices that art lovers are willing to pay for the works?
Not really. If you follow what's been happening in the auction houses, there's a realignment with South African art to international standards. That's really coming about because for a number of years, South African art wasn't sought. It was during the isolation years, and now it's becoming highly sought after, and there's a realignment going on. So there's still a lot of growth to come.
And how is this business of, affected the record prices, I mean?
Yeah, we're just coming to the end of the spring auction season, and it's been quite a dramatic auction season with the auctions in London, with Bonham's, South African Art, and here as well with Strauss & Co. and Stephen Wells & Co. and some of the other auction houses. And we've seen some huge growth, and it's not just the headline artists such as Irma Stern, who you mentioned earlier on, but there's an underlying trend of increasing growth in prices and value.
Now, in a recent article, you reasoned that a lot of art collections are not insured for what they're worth. Please elaborate on that.
Yes, I think the phenomenon we have is that people have inherited artworks or bought artworks 20 years ago, and they may have spent 100 rands or 1,000 rands on a piece of art and haven't realized how much they've appreciated. If I can give you an example, Irma Stern, who we're mentioning, if you spent 50 euros on Irma Stern 12 years ago, that could be worth somewhere over 1,800 euros now. So there's a strong capital appreciation. And without understanding this and being aware of it, advantage of professional valuers, you could find yourself with a very underinsured asset in the event of a loss.
And what do you take into consideration when you're insuring an art piece?
What we try and do is arrive at the value of that asset in today's marketplace, and the things that drive the value of art is the artist, the quality of the work, and the current fashion towards that art. And then we arrive at an agreed value with the owner, and that is what it's insured for.
Are there certain rules that you need to comply by?
Certain rules in terms of...
When you're insuring, if you take an art piece and you insure it, there's certain things that you can do or cannot do?
No, what we try and do is allow the owner of the art to enjoy the art how they bought it, as an aesthetic asset and a financial asset. So there are not certain rules now.
Now, so far, especially during this season, what works have been a challenge to, to highlight